Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Daily Tarot Love Read. So I thought we'd have some fun today. Let's do a pick a card reading. So we'll pick cards between A, B, and C. So be thinking about A, B, and C, and which letter resonates with you, because that'll represent the energy for you. I always enjoy listening to all of the energies, right? Because many times all of the energies will apply to me in some way, shape, or form. And it may just be a couple of the energies, right? But I always know that overall, even if that energy doesn't apply, right, I'm going to be facing that energy at some point moving forward. So I enjoy all the readings, right? I enjoy all of the messages because they all mean something to me, right? If it's not an energy I'm facing right now, it's an energy I'm going to be facing at some point in the future. So the more I can learn about, the best way to manage myself in those energies, right? It's just by paying attention. Anyways, today, it's great to be here. Today is Wednesday, November the 18th. The time is 10:43 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I was going to share a little bit in the beginning here. So I've been learning quite a bit more about astrology. And astrology is just absolutely fascinating. The planets and the stars. It's interesting, to think about. And this is kind of the way I picture things happening. When we're born, when we first, exit the womb and we take on that first breath of life, it's almost like there's an energetic snapshot that's taken for us at that time, which would entail our natal chart. It represents, where all of your placements are with planets in various houses. And it's an energetic snapshot, which is kind of a blueprint energetically of who you are as a person, as an individual. And you can go really deep into astrology. You can lose yourself in it, but it's interesting just watching the recycling of the planets. Some planets, they come back, say 30 years later. So you go back 30 years ago, and what happened to you? What major event happened to you in that specific year? It's a repeat of the same kind of cycles. You can anticipate the same kind of energy and experience taking place 30 years later. And that's just an example. But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, and here with tarot, this is what we're working with. We're working with these same energies, the energies of the planets, our spirits and our guides. So I don't know, it's probably just my Pisces and Venus energy, or my Venus and Pisces energy that's coming out. But I just get fascinated, right? I love to see life in that light. I love to be open, to have myself open, to that kind of understanding, because for me, it just makes life so much more interesting. It really does. So I find it fascinating. So thank you very much for letting me share. I was going to share a couple other things. One other thing. So I love music, right? I really connect with music, with lyrics and with sounds and with rhythms. And I love originals, right? But every now and then, somebody will do a remake of another song, from the original artist, and the remake of that song is just fantastic. So there's a couple that I'm going to share with you that come to mind that I really like a lot, so you guys can maybe get to know me a little bit better, understand more about my taste. I like the mellow stuff because I like to feel, right? I like to feel the energy in the music, right? I like to feel the passion, the emotion, right? To feel the story. And I get most fascinated with those singers, those artists, that when they sing it like they mean it. Like with true feeling and passion. Somebody who's really good at that just came to mind is Adele. Singing about, she sings about love and about heartbreak, right? But she sings about it with such passion. It's because she's experienced it, she's lived it, so she's taking those same feelings and those same energies and she's releasing them through music. So one of the songs that comes to mind is Sounds of Silence. So originally, it was Simon and Garfunkel that created that song. Beautiful song. I love it, right? But there's a remake done by the band Stained, right? And this is a hard rock band, and I don't really like the hard rock heavy metal stuff. So this is really the only song of theirs that I like. But the way he sings it, he sings it with such feeling and such passion. When I'm listening to it, I imagine myself here in the canyon. And there's this big open area that just, you're surrounded by mountains all around you, and it's just vast and open. And you have this, wheat type grass that you're standing in. But I imagine myself being out there singing along with this song. And he sings it with such passion and such power that I imagine it must be just an amazing emotional release for him, right? To be able to sing that song with such feeling. But I imagine myself singing it there in the mountains and just bellowing it out. And I imagine what it'd feel like to take on that kind of energetic release. So the other song that comes to mind is You're the One That I Want, and the artist is Lo Fang, Lofang. Those are two just fantastic songs. And I was listening to You're the One That I Want this morning. So, all right, let's get started. So I want to pull an affirmation card for today's tarot love reading. And it's going to serve as the affirmation card, for all of us, for all the energies. But before we do that, let's take a moment, tap the crystal healing bowl, give it a chance to sing to us. Okay. Wow, the songs have really been coming out great lately. Just real powerful, real smooth. Okay, so let's pull our affirmation card for the day. So for those of you that are interested, and I've noticed that some of you have chose to follow me on Instagram. I created an Instagram about a week or so ago. But I've been posting so far just images of these affirmation cards on Instagram. And I have the link below if any of you are interested in following me on Instagram. All right, affirmation card for all of our soul family members. Okay, beautiful affirmation. I'm smiling because it's an affirmation that rings true to me. So here we have the affirmation of safe home, the number 39, which reduces to 12, which reduces to a 3. 3 is a powerful number, so powerful we're going to read this affirmation out loud 3 times. All right. I cast the circle round about, safety now is beyond doubt. I cast the circle round about, safety now is beyond doubt. I cast the circle round about, safety now is beyond doubt. Okay, so beautiful energies. We're talking about our homes, right? Being able to, it's about being able to feel the safety, the security, the stability of our home. And I know right now, this is a difficult time for a lot of people throughout the world, struggling financially due to setbacks, due to COVID. And I'm no exception to that. I've experienced that, those same energies. So the importance of feeling safe, feeling secure, stable in your home, whether you own a home or you rent a home, but your ability to be able to have and find a home for yourself. Beautiful energy. All right, let's pull some tarot cards. So for those of you that are considering option A as your energy, we're going to pull your energy now. For myself, I'm feeling C is the option today. Okay, so for those of you that chose A, we have your A card right here. I just took a little peek at it. Beautiful energy. Okay, let's choose B now. And I thought about just different orders that we can do these in. I thought, well, let's just do them one at a time. Although I'm gonna pull all the energies at the same time here. Okay, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Okay, so for those of you that chose B, here is your card. Great energy. And now we'll do C. Okay, so for those of you that chose C, here is your card. All right, so we have all three energies laid out now. Let's look at A and see exactly which energy is coming out for us. And then I'm going to pull some clarifying energies as well. I'm using the Akashic Tarot set. So I want to read to you from the guidebook about these energies, right? And just allow yourself to get pulled in to the description, right? What's being described and what's taking place in the scene of the card at the very beginning. It's just beautiful. So your energy, if you chose A, comes to us as the Seven of Keys. This is equivalent to the Seven of Pentacles, right? And the energy on the card is called the Ascent. So the details on this really stand out to me. Like, I love how the sun is shining up here, right? And here you see the sunshine hitting the rock, and this is shaded. It's just so, it's like crisp, right? Just a very clear image. Lots of details. All right, let's read about this energy. For those of you that chose A. Okay, so it's titled The Ascent. A man stands atop a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder. Metal stakes, known as pittons, remain in the steep cliff face that he has to climb, evidence of the difficult path of his ascent. The rope and pittons may have been the physical keys necessary for his achievement, but so were his hard work and resolve. This card shows that with great effort and determination, you can apply yourself to your goals for assured success. Though there may be some risk involved, you can reach the top. There could be a promotion or an advance to a much higher position. Sometimes I wonder if my fingers work. There may be an advance to a much higher position coming. Understand, however, that it isn't just luck or external influences, but your own hard work and application that bring the achievement you seek. So keep your efforts strong. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights, right? So this is a beautiful energy. I love how bright the sun is shining on that card. And look at, just look at his body language on this card, right? How he feels as he's reached the top of this mountain. Maybe it's Mount Everest. But it's reminding you that, that your ability to ascend like this, it's not just good luck, right? It's due to your efforts. I'm trying to remember a quote. It's hard work and preparation generate the offspring that we call luck. I love that. I've remembered that quote for a lot of years now. Okay, so let's get some clarification on this energy. See if we can learn a little bit more about this ascent. Tell us about Ascent, please. Too many energies there. Tell us about Ascent, please. Okay, so we have three energies that are coming to us. We're clarifying the Ascent, right? The equivalent of the Seven of Pentacles energy. Fantastic image here. So the two energies so far that are coming to us show up as the Two of Pentacles, right? So you're being reminded of your balance, right? To pay attention to your balance. And maybe that's what that's what they meant by talking about, I think, the critons and the pittons the climbers use. I talked about those two elements, right? So it's maybe those two elements as you're climbing the hill that are helping you keep your balance. So you're being reminded to maintain your balance, right? And I love this. These pentacles are in the sign of the infinity. Notice the waters behind him, right? He's coming from rough waters. I feel like this is representing, that maybe the steep part of the ascent, working through the difficulty, but feeling like you're on solid ground now, right? So here you are making that ascent and feeling good about it. Where is it taking you? It's taking you towards beginning. Ace of Wands, beginning, right? So here we see the hand of God showing up, right? Bringing you this wand, right? And notice the wand already has growth on it. Also representing your gifts, your talents, your abilities, right? The energy that you've already invested, that you're taking with you towards this beginning. And notice the enlightenment around the hand, right? So very inspired going into this beginning. Last card stuck on my elbow. That was funny. Okay, so the next energy that comes to us is strength, right? So you're being reminded of your inner strength. So, when you're on your ascent, sometimes ascents can be very easy, right? But other times, it's really that extra effort that we have to put in in order to reach the top. And I feel like that's what's being pointed out here is you're going to need to call upon your inner strength, right, in order to reach the top of the mountain. It's representing the energy of Leo. So you may be a Leo or connected to a Leo. But she has the courage to reach down, right, and to cup the chin of the lion. And when she does that, she feels her inner strength. She feels her inner power. She can feel that energetic connection between herself and the lion. I just noticed for the first time, here we have the same infinity sign above her head. I like that. All right, let's pull one more energy here. Tell us more about Ascent, please. So I just need to point out, may be true for some of you. Some of you may be ascending, right? Relocating, right? Moving, changing homes. So the next energy that we have comes to us is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful energy. Now we're talking about abundance, right? Notice all the abundance that surrounds her. All these pentacles, the peacock on her arm, or the falcon. I think it's a falcon. And then we have all of this beautiful nature and wildlife behind her, right? And notice there's a lot of the yellow color in this, and I always connect the color yellow to the solar plexus chakra, representing feeling really good, right? Feeling very confident, feeling confident in your ability that you've earned these 9 pentacles, right? So this is a very independent kind of energy. And notice, standing on top of this mountain, nobody else is standing next to him, right? So he's done this on his own. So it just makes sense that this energy of independent abundance would come out for you. Okay. All right. For those of you that chose A, fantastic energies that came out for you. All right. Let's look at B now. So for those of you that chose B, we have the King of Roses, right? So this represents the King of Cups energy. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, water sign. King, so we think of male energy, right? But I always call this energy the King of Love, right? This is a very loving individual. It may very well be a male in your life. This may represent your energy, right? But you can be a female and take on this energy of the King of Roses, especially if you're head of the household, maybe you're a single mom raising the kids on your own. You can definitely take on that very mature king energy. It's very responsible. But this is somebody who's is kind of like a king in shining armor. This is somebody who's very charming, right? A great communicator, great at diffusing anger, calming people down. He just radiates this energy of love. But let's read from the guidebook about this energy. Okay, so here we go. King of Roses. The card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love. That's funny. I've never heard it read like that. I thought that was my term. A man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Right? Home or family issues are concerned, and here we have safe home as our affirmation. I always love the synchronicities. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of a husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considered action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always starts within. Okay, so this is a beautiful energy, to show up for those of you that selected B. Because this could represent your energy of embracing this King of Roses, water-like energy, very compassionate, loving, understanding, right? But I feel for many of you, this is representing the energy of somebody in your life, right? And they could be in your life right now, or they could be somebody showing up in your life. Let's get some clarification on this energy. Yeah, this could be an energy for some of you showing up in your life, right? That really gives you the ability to feel safe, comfortable, and secure in your home, right? So this could be a husband, that you're already married to, or a partner. It could be a family member. All right, tell us more about this King of Roses energy, please. I'll give it one more shuffle. Tell us about the King of Roses, please. Okay, really interesting. Interesting energies that came out. Let me hold them up for you. This is where we're getting our clarification on the King of Roses, those of you that selected B. So the first energy that came out comes to us as the Six of Cups, So for many of you, this is letting you know this is somebody from your past, right? This is somebody that going back to earlier, younger days, or somebody that you know already. It could be, somebody further back in your past. What's interesting is the energy that's attached to this comes to us as the Three of Swords, right? So I feel like what this is letting us know, for some of you, there may be a past heartbreak, right, that's connected with this individual, right? And maybe you've recently communicated again and reconnected, and maybe they've changed their tune, right? They're coming at you now with an entirely different energy, because they're coming at you with King of Roses energy, right? With pure heart, pure intention, unconditional love. So this is a beautiful energy. Okay, so the next energy that comes to us is the Sun. So one of the most favorable energies in the tarot set, as it represents, again, the energy of Leo, right? But notice the child. The child is naked, right? So feels very vulnerable and very comfortable being vulnerable, right? Comfortable in your skin and their skin. I feel like when the two of you are together, the sun is shining on you, and you're in it. It's the kind of energy that and it probably is. You probably do have a history here with this person, somebody from the past, where you're very comfortable around each other, just like the child is comfortable being naked on this white horse that represents purity and love. I feel like that's representing the purity and love of the connection, right? For those of you that may be reconnecting with this energy. Yeah, it's feeling free, feeling happy, It's feeling safe. All right, let's pull some more clarification. Tell us more about the King of Roses, please. Help us better understand this King of Roses energy. Okay, so we have two energies coming out to us. Here we have the Page of Swords, right? So air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. He's holding the sword, right? So pages represent, the idea, the thought. Swords represent, communication, right? So some of you may be reconnecting, right, with this individual. I believe it's representing the energy of communication. What's interesting is the energy that's attached to this is the Temperance card, which is representing the energy of Sagittarius. So this person may be a Sagittarius in your life, right? But what is this about, right? This is about patience. This is about divine timing. This is about the perfect balance, right, of fire energy, of action, with water energy, with love and emotion, right? And it's with that perfect balance that creates divine timing. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on dry land, right? Notice the enlightenment, right? The understanding taking place. These are energies that are connected to this relationship right here. So for those of you that chose B, right, you have a great tarot reading. All right, let's look at C now. Okay, for those of you that chose C, and I was one of those, we have the energy of Hilarion coming to us. Interesting. Off the top of my head, I'm not as familiar with this energy, right? But we're looking at a room. It looks like a beautiful room. It could almost be a church, with the shape of these windows and things. And here we have this figure here, and it looks like he's holding a book. And we have these translucent spirit images here. So let's read about this energy. See what Spirit wants us to know. Okay, Hilarion. Seen here with Spirit in the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic Records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand if you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail. It's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection or drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is a time to bring a logical approach to all of your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. Right? So, a beautiful energy, the universe letting us know this Hilarion energy is available, right? For those of you that chose C, that maybe you're in the process right now of trying to create something, trying to build something. You may be trying to create a business or trying to enhance an existing business. You may be stepping up, within your job, within your career, your work. This could be a hobby as well. But let's pull some clarifiers and see what else our guides have to say. One more shuffle here. Okay, guys, tell us about Hilarion. Help us better understand this energy. Okay, So the first energies that I'm getting, this is where we're getting our clarification on the energy of Hilarion. The number 5. 5 can represent changes and shifts. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, right? In these first 2 energies that are coming out to us, clarifying Hilarion. So here we have the 4 of Pentacles, so it's representing the energy, right? He's earned these pentacles, but here he is, he's clinging to them, right? He has one on top of his head, he's holding one with his hands, he has 2 under his feet, right? So it's representing maybe the energy of old ideas, right? Of something from the past, that you're hanging on to regarding this project that's not serving you very well. There's a better way, right? There's a different path to take, and the energy that's coming to us to represent that is the Chariot card, representing the energy of Cancer. So you may be a Cancer or connected to a Cancer. But this is about bringing in change, right? Bringing in change when there's perfect balance. He's imbalanced over here, right? So he may be, you may be a little bit stuck in your head on like things have to be a certain way, and what you're being encouraged to do is let go of that energy and keep yourself open, right? Keep yourself open to a better way, right? A better, more strategic way that will bring you more abundance, because this is an energy of scarcity. Okay. Tell us more about Hilarion, please. Tell us more about Hilarion. Okay, interesting. So we have 2 energies that are coming to us. And they're opposite energies from one another. So the first energy is the 3 of Swords. So this represents, heartbreak, right? Some sadness, grief, right? I feel like regarding this project that you're in the process of trying to create, right? You can anticipate some setbacks along the way. This is important for you to stand tall, right? To rise each time you fall and to overcome these setbacks, because the energy coming in right next to it, right, is just the opposite. It's the 6 of Wands, right? Which is, look at his body language, right? He's sitting upright. He's feeling proud, feeling strong, right? Ready to receive this victory, this triumph. Why? Because he's done the hard work, right? Maybe that's why he's sitting up proud like he is, because he knows he's overcome, right, some of the obstacles, some of these setbacks that you may have already experienced with this project, right, or that you may be experiencing moving forward. Especially, it's coming in right underneath the 3 of Swords is coming in right underneath the 4 of Pentacles, representing those must-haves, things you're clinging to. It could, staying on those energies, it may bring you, right, some disappointment, some sadness. All right, tell us more about Hilarion, please. All right, hang on, let me straighten out these cards. Okay, tell us more about Hilarion, please. Okay, so we have 2 energies that are coming out for us. Here we have the 10 of Swords, right? So the universe letting you know there's the ability to release all of the swords, right? What are these swords, right? Where are they entailed? They're entailed in the hardships, right? The challenges and the setbacks, right? Maybe all the lessons that we've learned as we've been investing, right? Trying to get this project lifted off the ground, right? Or enhance a project that we've already created. The energy that's coming in right next to it is the 6 of Cups, right? So this is representing, a younger time, an earlier time. It's coming in right underneath the 6 of Wands, right? Which is representing that energy of victory. So I feel like It's, some of you may be reconnecting with some energies from your past, going back to earlier days. You may be creating something that you loved as a kid, and maybe you remembered back to, I just remember doing that and how much fulfillment and enjoyment it brought me, and being able to reconnect yourself with those energies and resurrect a project, right? And if you haven't done that yet, right, these are seeds of thought for you to consider, because the energies are here for those of you that selected C. Okay, guys, I think I'm done with today's Pick a Card Tarot Love Reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right? I always look forward to coming out and doing these readings. This is my sit-down time with you guys where I get to connect with all of you. I plan on doing some zodiac readings today as well. So for those of you that are looking forward to those, there's more to look forward to. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. I couldn't be here. I couldn't have this channel. Wouldn't be able to upload these readings and show up like this without your help. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.